We're going to continue talking about William Shakespeare's poetry for a minute. We're going to look at Sonnet 5 now. In Sonnet 5, he does address some of the same concepts as he did in Sonnet 18. Beauty, the passage of time, he uses the comparisons to nature. However, the way that he goes about it and the end that he reaches is not going to be the same thing. So some similar elements, but not exactly the same thing. Those hours that with gentle work did frame the lovely gaze where every eye doth dwell, will play the tyrants to the very same, and that unfair which fairly doth excel, for never resting time leads summer on to hideous winter and confounds him there. Sap checked with frost and lusty leaves quite gone, beauty oversnowed and bareness everywhere. Then were not summer's distillation left, a liquid prisoner pent in walls of glass. Beauty's effect with beauty were bereft, nor no remembrance what it was, but flowers distilled, though they with winter meet, least but their show, their substance still lives sweet. Alright, so we've still got that same nature comparison going on here, right? He's talking about summer transferring into winter, the passage of seasons, right? And so firstly, what does the passage of seasons represent in life? We know there are 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall, and once fall ends, we go back into winter, and it's an endless cycle that happens as time passes, right? So then what is he talking about here that is changing over time? It's not simply the changing of the seasons, right? He talks about this flower that's beautiful, and then summer leaves, and what happens to flowers in winter, right? But what do we also know that happens come spring after winter ends? He's talking about what happens as time moves forward, right? And specifically to that, he talks at the very beginning, those hours that with gentle work did frame the lovely gaze where every eye doth dwell. So there's something beautiful, right, that everybody looks at. Will play tyrants to the very same, and that unfair which fairly doth excel. For never resting time leads summer on to hideous winter and confounds him there. So we've got something beautiful, and then this thing that fairly doth excel, that unfairly which fairly doth excel. It's good at something. Excelling means you're good at something, and it's unfair that it's good at it. So what's it talking about between the passage of winter to summer, or summer to winter rather, that is unfair at what it's good at? What is it doing to this beautiful thing because summer has passed into winter? That's kind of the crux of this poem. Alright, so 2 simple questions. We've already talked about them. What is the theme? What happens in life that he's trying to teach you about? And then what is the role of time in this poem again? So what is he telling us time does to everything?